Hey guys, so this commentary is going to be a little bit different than my other ones. This one's not going to have me with a bag on my head. This commentary, basically, serious commentary is going to be serious. I kind of just wanted to let you know more about myself and kind of where I'm coming from. A lot of people kind of tease me about being such a huge baseball fan, and I realize that a lot of people don't know why I love baseball so much, and so I kind of want to share a story with you that explains why I'm such a huge baseball fan and why I love the Washington Nationals and why that team means so much to me. Last summer, my dad had a heart attack and he flatlined at the hospital. So his heart stopped and he was basically dead for like 2 minutes. So it was terrifying for my family and I. I have an older brother, and my mom was there by herself. Unfortunately, I was 2 hours away. And so that was just really scary for them. And I know what you're thinking, what does this have to do with baseball? Well, there are two things that are relative to why I love baseball. The thing is, when I think of baseball, I think of my dad. He and I can just talk baseball all day, every day. And whenever we would fight, as fathers and daughters do, one of the things that would always make it better was baseball. We talk about the Nationals. We talk about, the pitching and when Strasburg was going to come back and all that stuff. And so, it would talking baseball without my dad around was something that I wasn't ready to deal with. And another thing, that night, and I don't mean to get all religious or anything, but I believe in God and that's me, and I'm not pushing that on anybody, but it's relative to the story. And so that night, the Nationals were playing, and just for a side note, Matt Stairs used to play for the Nationals. I don't think he plays for them anymore. By the time Matt Stairs played for them, and my dad loves Matt Stairs, and he and I would go back and forth. Matt Stairs was just way too fucking old to be playing baseball, and he used to be good, and I think that's why my dad likes him so much, is because he remembers back in the day. And Matt Stairs was a pinch hitter for us, so. But he never hit. He never hit the ball. He would always pop out. And why they kept turning to him for clutch situations just blew my mind. And I always said that he should be traded. And so my dad was okay, and I was still scared because I was so far away, And so I prayed that night, and I said, dear God, I know the Nationals are playing, and I know that this is really stupid, but I'll know that my dad is going to be okay if the Nationals win, because I know he's watching, and I just need them to win. And that night, the station that the game was on just kept cutting out, and so I wasn't able to watch the game. And so I didn't know, and so I called my dad the next morning to see how he was doing. Or I called my mom, and she, showed me my dad or whatever, or handed the phone to my dad, and we were talking, and he was like, did you catch the game last night? And I was like, no, I wanted to see, I heard they won, did you watch it? And he was like, yeah, it was tied, and then, or I don't know, I can't remember if it was tied, but he was like, guess who won, guess who hit the RBI single? And I was like, who? Matt Stairs. And I was like, what? Get out of here. And it was I just kind of, and this is going to sound really stupid, but whatever. But I started to cry, because my dad loves Matt Stairs, and I wanted the Nationals to win, and they won, and I can't stress to you enough, Matt Stairs never hits RBI singles. Never. So it was just kind of a sign that, my dad was going to be okay. And he is. My dad's doing great. He's lost like 80 pounds since his heart attack. He signed up for the gym across the street from where they live, and he's doing awesome, and I think he's in better shape than I am, but he's doing really well. And now that baseball season is starting up, I'm really excited to be able to go back and go see more games with him, and talk baseball and call him and say, did you see the game last night? How is Strasburg looking? Like blah blah blah. And so I'm really excited to watch games with him, and it's that's why baseball is just so important to me. It's just because it's not so much that baseball is so important to me. I mean, it is, but it's more or less that my dad is really important to me. And that's just why I love baseball. I just think that it's, my dad really taught me how to appreciate the game. We've just been a baseball family. My brother played baseball. I played softball. It's just been ingrained into my head, and so I love doing all the stats. I just love it all. I love everything about baseball. And my dad has always just been, support your local team. So, we've been Nationals fans, and it's not a thing about baseball, that it's not an easy team to be a fan of. But yeah, so thanks for listening. I don't know when my next video will be. All right, well, take care, whoever's listening, and I'll catch you later. Bye.
Trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
That one is swung on. That's put in play. Bernardina's going to play it. And that sets down Pedroia. Now it's 2 away.
Good read.